days I was not sleeping. And then I was like, no, this thing is not when you came and when I came. One, I'm born a leader. I am a firstborn. Two, is I have been in this game, and I even told him that I am a goat in this game. I think that one expressed the love that I have for politics.
So, Mr. Laro,
Yes,
one more
please.
question. What do you think, or how do you feel about the disqualification of the opponent? I mean, the president whom you replaced. How do you feel about his disqualification? Like, and to come to the point of you telling us that he has been disqualified. How do you feel about that whole battle and the whole situation?
The situation itself to me was a shock. I have never welcomed it. I was personally there during the day when the tribunal sat.
So, Mr. Laro,
Yes,
I
please.
was asking, how do you feel about the disqualification of the, should I say, the former aspiring president that you replaced? His disqualification into the race, I mean, in proceeding the race, and also you talked about earlier that he was discontinued. How do you feel about the whole situation?
The discontinuation is in regards to the race.
Okay.
He was stopped from running as the president. Now, the answer to the question of how I felt is I really felt horrible. It so happened, unfortunately, that the ruling was made at night.
At night?
Yeah, the ruling was made at night, and trust me, that was one of my worst nights that I have ever experienced on earth. Let me frank John Bosco as a leader is honestly a very good leader, vibrant, eloquent, and he always knows what he goes for and always gets what he goes for. The disqualification, why I felt so bad is because it has a lot of irregularities. I have seen the Electoral Commission sitting for this matter as a tribunal called the Electoral Commission Tribunal, and they made the holdings of the same. The scandal is like this. It is alleged that Lemmy Frank John Bosco himself has signed 1.350 million from the LSS account in names of treatment of one Okia customers. And it is said that he has, out of this money, only given Okia customers 300,000 and 1,050,000, therefore, is not given to Okia or is not directed to the right position. We have seen that as the audit or the audit report, the audit committee report.
Okay.
And following the same, we have also seen a document of Lemmy Frank producing a document of acknowledgement that Okia customers actually has received this money. Now, when you look at the two documents, one of these documents is signed. The one from Lemmy's side is a signed document that Okia has acknowledged in terms of signature, penned his signature and said that he has received this money in totality. And now, when you look at the audit report that was produced, it has no signature. So when you look at the two, you realize that one of the documents looked to be authentic and the other one is not authentic. And the one which is not authentic is the one that is produced by the by the auditors. Honestly, wherever you go on earth, we all know that we are introduced to this to a topic or in the curriculum that we have been in. We're introduced to report writing when we were in what? O level.
Yes.
And in O level, there is no report. Even the devil does not write the report on its activities without its signature. The demon puts signature on its what? Its report.
Yes.
Which type of demon is this that has produced a report in the names of the audit committee and has no signature to the same?
Okay, Mr. Salvatore, let us not call people demons here.
I mean, that is person X. I'm not saying anybody's
X.
name apparently.
Okay, let's not mention people's names and let's not give them titles. So my other question is it true that this amount of money that that Lemmy took, or that was given to him for the treatment, is it true that he really failed to account for it?
I will stick to the fact that I told you in the earlier case that he has produced a signed form of acknowledgement.
Was mishandled. This money was accounted for.
That's why we accepted to go for the case. This money was accounted for, and I don't know what they exactly wanted. I have not understood the fact that actually
Maybe
the
that
whole
comes back to our
scandal.
statement of
Because trust me, here comes person X and says that those who have not yet cleared the LSS money should do in the due what moment.
yes.
Otherwise, propaganda will continue. So now you realize that actually these reports were produced without signature, and they are just propagandas.
Okay.
They are not themselves a report that were aimed at getting back money. Besides that, after the scrapping of Lemmy from appearing on the ballot, what has the audit committee done to see that this money is paid? This is a lot of money that our parents are giving. If in any case Lemmy ate the money, you get?
Yes.
We shall need this 1 million. You get? But what have they done if they are for real? If it's not only aimed at propaganda, you get? It's there for a propaganda, not an authentic audit report. I don't trust the report.
Okay.
It is actual trust.
Okay.
It's supposed to be dumped in a dustbin.
In the trash bin.
Yeah, it is. It's a trust. I don't understand it.
Okay.
Because
so,
if there are people who love the society, like I love the society, yeah. Even after having discontinued somebody, I will follow that money to see that the money has been paid. I will follow that to see that the money is brought to zero, because this is my tenure.
Okay.
Before I leave office,
Mr. Salvatore, we shall be talking until the day ends. But one last question before we leave this place. I just want to ask on behalf of Lemmy, because you replaced him, which means he's like a brother to you, and in any case, you can stand in for him. So I'm just trying to ask, was it necessary for the committee or the university or I don't know what body exactly disqualified and discontinued him? Was it necessary for them to do the disqualification, and why didn't they try another way of punishing him other than removing him off the ballot, and in other words, discontinuing him from the mighty university?
They have not discontinued him from the university.
Okay.
Yeah,
that is
the good
race.
news.
Okay.
Yeah, they simply stopped him from running.
Okay.
Yeah. To me, I don't think removing him from the ballot is actually itself the best
punishment.
The best punishment. Because after removing him from the ballot, they kept quiet on the money issue. And yet money is a backbone and lifeblood of a society like the LSS society.
Society?
If any society, even home.
Yes.
You get? So, you realize that the punishment these people gave for Lemmy is actually the punishment of scrapping him off the ballot.
So that was their major aim?
That is their major aim.
Okay.
Okay? That corroborates my statement of saying, actually, the audit has come up with a propaganda simply to reach that point. On reaching that point, they kept quiet. You get? Now, which one is the most important to you? Is it scrapping somebody off the ballot and leaving him there and the money is unpaid? Or allowing the person run
and he pays
pays the money?
Okay, Mr. Lara, what other punishment do you think would suit that other than removing him off the ballot?
Other than removing him off the ballot, I would not suggest any punishment, because I'm not the person who believes in punishment. But I believe the money that belongs to a society has to be given to the society. And therefore, the best punishment is not removing him. The best punishment is actually making him pay.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. Having given the best punishment, I will not add another punishment.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much, Mr. Lara, for coming through and for coming to give us more on the Law Student Society presidential elections that were just concluded 2 weeks back. Remember to always subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is iuiu TV. Like all our stories, make sure that each and everything that comes through, subscribe, because every time we keep uploading more stories, more political debates, each and everything on our YouTube channel. I am iuiu, stay more.
La Romeo Salvatore. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.